I have officially been living in Italy for 5 years. I often wonder how I survived this long. It's been a roller coaster of a ride, and it's safe to say that I'm not the same person who arrived back in 2018. Italy has been my greatest teacher, but rather than sharing with you the personal lessons it has taught me, I wanted to share some lessons that can help you. Because something I have come to realize about humans is that we are all intrinsically interested in ourselves. With anything in life, we spend a lot of time stuck in procrastination. We play ping pong with the what ifs and let our mind run wild with the possibilities, but often without taking any physical action. We stay stuck in our heads. It's the same with moving to Italy. The amount of posts I read in Facebook groups: what if I can't find a job? How do I make friends? We want other people to tell us the answers that sometimes we can only find out for ourselves. In life, you've got to just take the step. When I moved here, I didn't have all of the answers. Nobody found a job for me. Nobody set up my life for me. In fact, nobody told me it would be easy. I just knew that I had to figure it out for myself, step by step. It's easy to form an opinion, to share what you believe to be right. It's not so easy to step into another person's shoes and live their life. Judgment is nothing more than a person's perspective on life. When you mention moving to Italy, in online Facebook groups especially, you instantly open the floodgates to judgment. It's as if those already living in Italy feel they have a moral obligation to inform others of their terrible decision, and then proceed to list off the countless reasons why moving to Italy will ruin your life. At best, it's rude. At worst, it can destroy the dreams of those who are still undecided. It's the same for language learning. I see this frequently. Actually, a lot. I see it in the people's faces when they understand I have been living here for 5 years and speak like a child. I see it in people's comments on this very channel when they liken my inability to speak Italian to laziness. But what do these people not see? Do they see how I spend every moment of my day? Do they see how I try? Do they see what I do know? I often want to deal with judgment face on and roll call all the many things I have managed to achieve here without properly speaking Italian, but in the end it is wasted energy. People who judge do so from a place of superiority and to make themselves look and sound better. They are not interested in what you have accomplished or in your dreams. They are only interested in what you haven't. If you live your life afraid of judgment, you don't live. And that's sadder than judgment itself. Italy is so widely romanticised that it's almost a tragedy. Instagram shows you perfectly manicured photos of azure seas and food that literally makes your mouth water. YouTubers vlog about their dream of an Italian holiday. People come here expecting perfection, and whilst you can sample aspects of perfection in many parts, you can also experience imperfection and inadequacies. It turns out that Italy is like any other country in the world. You just don't often experience that until you live here. It's so easy to become frustrated with life here and vent about it to others. But if you are truly honest, how much of real Italy did you know about beforehand? If moving to Italy is your dream, start to move away from the highly edited and curated aspects of life that are abundant on social media and begin to seek out the content that focuses on the realities. You're in great company on this channel as I showcase the realities of everyday life in South Italy, but there are many other content creators who also focus on other parts of Italy too. It's impossible to anticipate every possible situation, but it helps to be more knowledgeable and realistic with your expectations. Life has sped up. There is a sense of urgency attached now to everything we do, from the constant notification pings on our phones through to the short-form social media content that constantly and speedily moves us on to the next video to consume. It's no wonder then that people expect things to be quick. Italy, however, is the complete opposite, especially in the south, where expressions such as dopo, which means later, dopodomani, which means after tomorrow, and piano piano, which means slowly slowly, are as common as ciao. If you move here expecting life to be as efficient and fast as you are used to, you will lose your mind. My somewhat limited patience has been tested to the max considerably over the past 5 years, most recently with my 6-month wait for my change of residency to be processed. I learnt, though, that in those months where I was sending countless unanswered emails and feeling incredibly stressed, that nothing much changed. It didn't make people move faster or become better at their jobs. Rather, it just made me feel depleted. Rightly or wrongly, life in Italy is as it is. If you slow your expectations, you will start to lower your stress levels. You get an opportunity to live in the moment more, and you can free yourself a little from the constant pressure of life's race. What does it mean to live? This question dances around in my mind frequently in my moments of stillness. Do you live if you shackle yourself in the opinions of others, in the expectations of society, and in trying to be liked? Do you live if every moment has to be Instagram worthy or prove in some way that you are worthy? Do you live if your entire day is spent staring at the screen of your phone, lost in a world designed to take you out of your current one? I am constantly redefining my definition of what it means to live, and Italy helps me a lot with that. To live is to eat, to enjoy the simplicity of a dish and the time spent with people, to enjoy what has been prepared with love. To live is to be present, to breathe in the moment, to feel all the emotions it may bring. To live is to follow your passions, to pursue what lights you up from within, and not to become a slave to another person's dream. To live is to connect, to have interactions with others that feed our soul and not take away from it. To live is to learn, to always be hungry to know more. Italy can and will teach you a lot about life. You've just got to be ready to start that journey.